Happy to have you here, but much more than just to welcome you here, we are so grateful that it is a privilege to share space with you and your families on this important day in their journey. Here at the Muhammad Ali Center, education and leadership development are key elements of the work that we do, and we see a most natural fit with the work that this innovative school for girls is doing. The students of Grace James Academy are extremely fortunate to have a leader like Principal Rhonda Cosby. We know she's a champion for all of her gyms and has a big vision for the school that is already in motion. So without further ado, please welcome Principal Rhonda Cosby.
Good morning, families of, or good afternoon, families of the Crown. That's y'all. Good afternoon. Raise your hand if your babies, this is their first year coming to middle school. Okay, breathe. Elementary's over, but we still gonna love on them in middle school. Raise your hand if this is the last one and you are excited. Okay, make sure you are kind and loving to those people giving their babies over to middle school. Okay, as they introduce me, I'm Rhonda Cosby, I'm the principal of Grace James Academy of Excellence, and I'm excited to be here. This is our second Lab Coat ceremony and our third induction of Girls Excelling in Math and Science, which are our gyms. My staff told me to make sure I stay on script because they want us to get done within an hour, and they know I'm a little long-winded, so I'm going to do my very best. I do want to thank our assistant principal. We call her LFG. That's Ms. Fraser Gobley. She's the 7th grade assistant principal. She is in charge of tonight's program. She's worked really hard with the support of our other staff members to make this beautiful night happen for you and your gyms. Good evening, everyone. I'm thrilled to see all of you here on this momentous occasion. We get to celebrate with our 6th grade gyms, Girls Excelling in Math and Science, receiving their lab coats. Thank you, DJ Meow. She is our 8th grade DJ. This is what she does. She's an entrepreneur, and she DJs all over the city of Louisville. We are excited to welcome these students to our sisterhood that is centered on our Crown values: collaboration, resilience, originality, willingness, narrative, and of course, sisterhood. Please welcome our newly coated class of gyms and gym keepers from the Grace James Academy of Excellence.
I go to Grace James, and I'm an 8th grader at Grace James.
All right.
And I'm going to be doing a poem.
All
I
right.
wrote to myself, and it's called Becoming a Gem. So my poem is called Becoming a Gem. Pink, purple, and green, excelling beyond what the world has seen or saw. But ultimately, you make the call. As you take your first stride down those wonderful halls. I mean, because everybody can't be a gem. There is no certain look. There is no author to read who wrote a certain book. A gem is more than that. A gem constantly succeeds, and that's a fact. A gem embodies mind, body, and soul, and she knows her future is within her control.
All right, honey.
Collaboration, resilience, originality, willingness, and narrative are what makes us who we are. That's how we place the crown upon our heads
That's right.
and reach for the stars.
Come on.
Sisterhood is what we stand for. It's our passion.
Yeah.
I put my tears into this poem. I'm gonna need a reaction.
All right.
So to my future gems, are you ready to chase your wildest dreams and become more than this world has ever seen?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Grace James Academy.
Again for applying to Grace James Academy of Excellence, because what you send us, we just continue to grow and partner with you to make happen. This is an 8th grader from Grace James Academy, but she came to us just like this.
Yeah.
And so we look to you, future gems,
Yeah.
to continue to grow and blossom at Grace James Academy of Excellence. You did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
It has not been easy for any of us during these last few years, but there's a special challenge involved in starting a school during COVID, as that's how our school started. We are looking forward to yet another exciting year filled with more hands-on learning possibilities, guest speakers, and seeing our gems develop and explore their passions. I don't know if you're all aware of this or not, but gems, we go beyond the crown because you can learn beyond the classroom. Life is a lesson, and so are future careers for you. We are an Explore Pathway Academy, and because of that, we leave our building at least every other month to see what we can be. So we want to give a shout out to the Speed Art Museum, GE, U of L Speed School, U of L Medical School, the Science Center, Roots 101, Fraser Museum, and for our partners who come into our space, the Geek Squad, Brown Forman, K-State, and Young. Those are just a few in the city that we are partnering with to expose our gems to future careers that may not even exist yet. But at least they now have awareness, they will have access to become who we all know they will become. You know what else, Chris. A huge thank you for my team for your leadership and all the work you've done and continue to do in advancing our mission of empowering, activating, and illuminating academic excellence at Grace James. Leadership and advocacy are important, and I am thankful that our next few speakers are in our corner have shown up in big ways to help our school. First, please welcome Jefferson County Board of Education Chairwoman Diane Porter, our representative in District 1.
The Grace James Academy of Excellence is located in District 1. As the Academy of Excellence grows, there will be, thanks to Dr. Polio, a new facility as the Academy grows. Now that's what I'm going to say tonight. Don't ask me when and where. So what I'm going to say next is we will keep you updated on where, and we will keep you updated on when the new facility will be located and operated as we move forward. I will tell you that it will be in District 1. Okay, that's good news. The Grace James Academy is a magnet program that serves students in District 1 and all JCPS districts. Female students who are interested in science, technology, engineering, art, and math can attend by applying to Grace James. I want to briefly share some things about Dr. Grace Marilyn James. I'm doing this because as people ask you about the history in JCPS, I want you to tell them that you are learning about the history, not of just all over the world. You're learning about the history of Louisville, Kentucky, and the people that made a difference in Louisville, Kentucky, when it was not easy to do so. Dr. James came to Louisville in 1953 to open her own medical health center for children that were living in West Louisville. Her practice started in her home, but she then built her health center at 23rd and Broadway. 23rd and Broadway is 6 blocks away from where your gyms will start school. So we're keeping it close in District 1. And Dr. James was the first doing many things, first African-American physician to teach at the University of Louisville School of Medicine, first attending physician for Kosar Children's Hospital, first to have membership in the Jefferson County Medical Society. And I say this to our gyms, because as you grow, as you flourish, as you bloom, you will be the first to do things. So when people say nobody's ever done it before, you can say, that's okay. I'm the first. I'm doing it, and I'm good at it. So don't ever let people discourage you from moving forward to be the first. Tonight we honor our gyms, our outstanding young ladies who will open many doors of opportunity for yourself and others in your life, just like Dr. Grace James. You will be the first many times, like Dr. James. Dr. James never gave up. I encourage you, our Grace James students, our gyms, now while you're in JCPS and after graduation, never give up in life. To our gyms, please know in life you will have victories and defeats. We all do, but never give up. While celebrating our gyms this evening, I would also like to acknowledge 2 administrators from the Grace James Academy of Excellence who were celebrated by the Jefferson County Administrators Association yesterday. These were not in the cliff notes they gave me. I'm a big girl, I can say what I want. So, having said that, I would like to recognize our principal, Dr. Rhonda Cosby, who received the honor as being the best middle school principal of the year. I would like to recognize LaTanya Frazier Oatley, who was the middle school assistant principal of the year. I thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. As I sit down, can we give a huge round of applause to our gyms, to the JCPS Grace James Academy staff, and for the things that we will do going forward. Huge round of applause.
Thank you, Miss Diane Porter. Jim's Miss Porter was you at one time, and she has remained bold and driven in her authentic self. You will have a seat at the table, but like Miss Porter, if you don't speak and represent those who can't be represented and those who can't speak for themselves at that table, create your own table. But if there's a table and they're going to listen, they need to have representations from multiple perspectives in order for change to occur. And she is a role model you need to look to in making necessary change. Do not be afraid. Be bold, be driven, and be you. Thank you, Ms. Porter. Our next speaker is another great champion of our Grace James gyms. Please join me in welcoming JCPS Chief Equity Officer, Dr. John Marshall.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I will not take a lot of time. Thank you, parents, for entrusting your children with JCPS, and even more importantly, entrusting your children into this school. I was going to speak on something, but then I saw a student that would have and should have definitely been at Grace James Academy, and she's coming to speak later. Dewana Hatter, but she is another reason why we have this work. As we speak of what the need is for our African American girls or girls in general, what the leadership has done, what Dr. Polio has done, and others is put you in a position to get more than you've ever gotten before in education. We understand that it is long overdue for this work. We understand that it is long overdue for girls to bring their whole selves into a school. So GEMS and parents, as we talk about COVID and as you defeat it, I'm going to play on the theme about immunity and vaccinations. Girls, I need you to be immune to some stuff that my generation, Hannah and I, were not good at staying immune to. Be immune to doubt. Be immune to doubt. Be immune to negativity. Be immune to any ism that is negative. I need you to be immune to that. Because what our generation has failed to do, you are charged to fix. Your level of immunity is going to actually vaccinate the rest of the world. And we need you, beautiful, beautiful babies, to stay immune to the things that we did not. Brush it off, keep pushing, kick stuff out of the way, yell, scream, holler, pray, do whatever it is you need to do, but stay immune to the negativity that will attack you at all ends, except in this school. In this school, you are already immune to some things because Dr. Polio, Rhonda Cosby, Hannah Drake, Dewana Hatter, John Marshall will stand in front and make sure you're that. But here's even more important, parents. I need you to help them become the vaccination of the ignorance. There goes Hannah. Let's vaccinate the ignorance. I need you to take that shot, stick it in us, stick it in the cowards, stick it in the racists, stick it in the sexist, stick it in the classes, and vaccinate this world. It will come from a female, I guarantee you that. It might as well come from someone in this room. The work that this group had to put in front of you all to get here could be a book in and of itself and eventually will be. But the real story comes in the chapters that you all are building. On the shoulders of Grace James, on the shoulders of Diane Porter, on the shoulders of Hannah Drake. Again, ladies, be immune to the stuff that my generation failed to do. We failed at that and paid too much attention to it. But please, I am begging you to heal us, help us, and lead us, and vaccinate the next generation. So hopefully my great-grandkids will go to a different JCPS than my grandkids and probably grandkids will go through. But it is going to be on you all. I love you, I will die for you, and we are going to get this right. All right? Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much, Dr. Marshall. Our next speaker has always been a strong advocate for our school and our district, ensuring we were poised and ready to go when launching Grace James Academy completely during a pandemic. Please welcome Superintendent Brave Leadership, Dr. Marta Polio.
All right, good afternoon, Gems. How are you all? Excited to be here? Ready to get back to school? Yep. And guess what? You don't get to start school at 9 a.m. anymore. You're at 7:40. Got to set those alarms a little bit earlier now, don't you? I'm excited to be here with you guys today. One of the proudest moments of my time as superintendent is opening up and really developing any new school, but specifically the Grace James Academy. I'm so proud of everything that's happened. I was a small part of it. I took the approval to the Board of Education, provided some funding and those things, but the staff, the faculty, the staff, the principal have done so much to build this into the incredible school that it is right now. I was going to identify the principal and assistant principal as winners of the year, but Ms. Porter beat me to it, but I want to recognize, there is no other school that the principal and the assistant principal were administrators of the year in JCPS. And that's just incredible. I'm going to tell you a little bit about your principal too. There is no one else who pushes for this school, as she rightfully should. She is the advocate for the school. She asked me to come down in the spring and wanted to just meet with me to talk about some needs. I walk in, they escort me down to one of the rooms where they had a full presentation with 10 adults ready to present to me all the requests they needed to be successful at Grace James. And she's getting them. That's what's so, You know, she is not afraid to ask, she is not afraid to advocate because she wants you to be successful. And that's why Grace James Academy, or one main reason Grace James Academy is an incredible school I love to come to and visit. I want to recognize some of the support at the middle school office as well. Dr. Rob Folk is the Assistant Superintendent of Middle School, Chief of Schools Robert Moore, and their team. Really appreciate their hard work for all they do to support you all as well. This is going to be a model school for the nation. I know it is. And I'm telling you this, we are working hard. We're going to get that innovative space, that campus that Grace James deserves, that is going to be a 6 through 12 school. So we are expecting all of you to stay there for the next 7 years. And we expect you to walk across the stage and graduate from Grace James in the class of 20 what? 2029. Good grief, am I getting old. 2029. The class of 29. We expect you to be walking across that stage at Grace James Academy and going off to be doctors and engineers and scientists and mathematicians and lawyers or whatever you choose to do, because that's what Grace James does for you. Can't wait to stop by and see you in class this year. Have a great year. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Polio. As you all know, I have several supervisors to lead me in my work. Chief Moore, Dr. Falk, Dr. Greenwell, Ms. Rosenthal, but Superintendent Martin Polio is like my big boss. But he being my big boss has nothing to do with advocating for you. He's in the same business that I'm in, which is advocating for children. So when I say show up at the table, show up, don't be silent, open your mouth, because whatever you're passionate about, and you know it's the right work, and you're improving humanity around you, then don't be afraid. Don't ever be too scared. Now there's a way you can approach it, but don't ever give up, just keep coming back. I'm back. And if you're in it for the right reasons, you will be heard. But if not, create your own table. Thank you so much, Dr. Polio, for continuing to advocate for Grace James Academy of Excellence. It's with your leadership, even though there are people within society who would rather we not exist because it makes them continue to be comfortable. And what I will say about Dr. Polio, he is fine with being uncomfortable himself, and he is along with us in disrupting and dismantling how those who are marginalized in our system have been continuously treated. So thank you again, Dr. Polio. Metro United Way is a committed partner at the Grace James Academy of Excellence, and yes, they are, who shares our vision for our students in our school. Please welcome Metro United Way Director, Dewana Hatter.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? It's so good to be here. So at first I thought I was coming on behalf of Metro United Way, which I am. I have the honor and privilege to serve as the director of United Community, which really doesn't mean nothing. I'm really here for y'all. So I'm y'all's auntie now, okay? So I'm Auntie Dewana. So say hi, Auntie Dewana. Hey, nieces. It is such an honor to be here. I just have so much to say, but I wrote something because they only gave me a time limit. Amen. I done said amen in public. Lord, anyway. So I just wanted to say thank you to Dr. John Marshall. He was my English teacher at Eastern High School. Had no clue he was going to be here, but he is the reason why I'm here today. I want to say thank you to the students, to the GMs, for being courageous enough to try something new. I want to say thank you to the parents, the guardians, and the caretakers for being brave enough to steward the lives of these young and beautiful ladies in a country that reminds us every day that we don't matter. Thank you to the teachers, the administrators, for being bold enough to continue to advocate and fight for the right to educate your students how they deserve to be educated and not just giving them the bare minimum because that's all society requires. Gems, you are embarking on a new journey and you are shattering the ceiling for every girl coming after you. Bearing the weight of the crown that you will wear every day as you enter this building will be easy because you are standing on the shoulders of so many women before you who wore their crowns with grace, dignity, and integrity. Remember that today is the first day of the rest of your life, and what you learn during these pivotal years matter. You have already beat the odds, so don't be afraid to try something else. Don't be afraid to try something new. And adjust your crown and breathe as much as you need to. You have the strength of the sisterhood that girls like me wish that I would have had in middle school. So always remember to be your sister's keeper and to remind yourself and each other of the 6 crown jewels. Yes, I did my research. I just don't want to cry. Okay. These will be some of the hardest yet most beautiful years of your life. So remember to be nice to yourself. Remember to give yourself grace. And remember that nobody is going to fight for you like we're going to fight for you. Regardless of what the world tells you, you matter. You don't have to be who they want you to be. You don't have to be what they call you. You are you. All you have to do is be bold, be driven, and be you. So all the beautiful and talented young women selected and chosen for this journey because you were selected and chosen for this journey, congratulations. Several of you will be the first in your family to do so many things. And starting this journey is the mark of greatness. Never in a million years did I think that I would be in a PhD program at the University of Kentucky. But I stand here today because I'm on the shoulders. And just like Principal Cosby said, I made my own table.
Okay.
You are pioneers and you are icons in the making. And as we sit here in the Muhammad Ali Museum, I find it befitting to use one of my favorite quotes from him. I shocked the world.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what all of you are about to do. So remember to celebrate yourself and welcome to your future. Thank you.
Thank you for your support of our students, Ms. Hatter and Metro United Way. Our next speaker is here to share her art with us. Art is a key part of the STEAM curriculum, science, technology, engineering, art, and math curriculum, and we are excited for all that our students will create and the many ways that our gems can express themselves at our school. Please welcome author, poet, activist, bad girl meaning good, Hannah Drake.
How y'all doing? I ain't gonna be before you long. Okay, I'm gonna say this real quick. So you know Sasha Ray, I love Sasha Ray. Anything she asks me to do, I'm gonna do it. So she asked me to come and asked me to read the poem that I wrote for y'all a couple years ago, when that was COVID. I don't know when it was, but that's when it was. And so I said, cool, I'll do that, but as I was driving, something else came. And I'm gonna do that, and y'all just tell Sasha Ray my bad. Because I feel like I have something to say to younger, is it Aaliyah? You wrote the poem? You set me up lovely, thank you. So I want you young girls to get this, especially in light of what happened today. And because of what happened today, I have to read this and then I have to go. Y'all can clap for them because you know what happened. It was the longest 2 years of my life, but this ain't about me. This is about y'all, because the world is going to tell you, move over, black girl, minimize, black girl, shriek, black girl, disappear, black girl, just whisper, black girl. Why don't you just shut up, black girl? Ain't you tired, black girls? But this is what I want you to know, because Aaliyah set me up so beautifully, is I want you to become black girls. I see you, black girl. Find your worth, black girl. Know your worth, black girl. Find yourself, black girl. Don't you settle, black girl. Take care of yourself, black girl. Own your dopeness, black girl. Put yourself first, black girl. Love yourself, black girl. Dance in the rain, black girl. Embrace your body, black girl. You don't have to be strong all the time, black girl. I need y'all to rest, black girls. Own your creativity, black girls. You are beautiful, black girls. Cherish every single shade of you, black girl. You've always been enough, black girl. Y'all can clap for that. You've always been enough, black girl. Love who you desire, black girl. Don't let them use you, black girl. Stand in your truth, black girl. I believe you, black girl. I believe in you, black girl. Trust yourself, black girl. Stand upright, black girl. Head held high, black girl. Be a champion for yourself, black girl. You are loved, black girl. Be patient with yourself, black girl. Take up space, black girl. You are here and you belong here. You deserve to be here, black girl. If you hear nothing else that I say tonight, remember this. Take up space. Take up all the space, black girl. You deserve to be here, black girl. Sing your song, black girl. Ride the wind, black girl. Soar, black girl. Be loud, black girl, and laugh, black girl. Love, black girl. Grow, black girl. Dream, black girl. Live, black girl. And become, black girl. Become. Thank you.
I told y'all she was bad, didn't I? Thank you, Hannah. We are now ready for our big moment, officially welcoming our gems into our sisterhood. The lab coats our students wear are a reminder to them that they are already STEMinists. Even as they continue learning and exploring in the STEAM fields, we want our students to see leaders in these fields. So we are excited to have STEMinists from the community here to celebrate with us. Because you can't be what you can't see. And that's what this lab coat represents. You can wear a lab coat in an art studio. You can wear a lab coat in a science lab. You can wear a lab coat as a doctor. You can wear a lab coat as a professor, a mathematics professor. You can't be what you can't see. And so those lab coats are very much the heart piece of Grace James Academy. And yes, on Friday, you will wear them proudly. And when we go to our Beyond the Crowd field trips, it's a beautiful sight to see 300 girls walk across the street in purple lab coats. So parents, when they say, I can't find it, it's ball up under my bed, it's dirty. Find it, get it out, put it on. Please welcome the following STEMinists to the stage. Dr. Cynthia Mahan, Dr. Giovanni Hillman Rondo, Dr. Brittany Richardson. Gems, please come to the stage to face your family and friends in the audience for a group photo when I call your name. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize. Please correct me on the first day of school. Okay? Your name is important, and how we pronounce it is also important because that's part of you and your identity. So don't let us mispronounce your name. But tonight, I'm apologizing in advance. Okay? Carla Aguilera, Nazra Ahmed, Zariah Allen, Jasmine Anderson, Tiana Onyx, Mariama Ba, Yana Ray Baker, and Nisha Bastola.
Come all the way down. We're gonna take a picture. Come all the way down. We're gonna have a photo. Come all the way down. Stay here for a picture. Everybody can get on the stage? Okay. Okay, I don't want that way. That way. Our next gems, Layla Blair, Jordan Bosch, Ariana Bradford, Braylee Breed, Alana Bryces, Trinity Briggs, Kaylee Brookins, and Jace Brooks. Okay. Now this next group, I'm gonna need y'all to loosen up a little bit. You can do a little crowns up. You can smile because we know you got some sassafras, so we need to see when you're upstairs on this camera because I know you're doing selfies and TikTok and Instagram and all that. So I don't know why you're shy when you get up here. Okay? Okay. Amor Brown, Jayla Brown, Carrieon Bryant, Tajanay Bussey, Shariah Calloway, Chloe Cam, Journey Carter, where's the spice? That's all right, that's all right. Own it, girl, own it. Okay. What's funny is this sixth grade orientation, they were not shy at all. At all. Kamora Chapman, Kalea Coleman, Genesis Collins, Charlie Cottrell, London Crawford, Raylan Dean, Anamika Detal, Anaya Dotson, Delia Doyle. Y'all gonna do a cream, y'all gonna do a hands on the hips, y'all gonna do something. Okay, okay, okay. I see a little personality coming out. It's okay. Thank you. Okay. You're gonna blink your eye and they'll be coming across the stage graduating from high school. I promise you. It goes so fast. Malik Dreedy, Harper Duck, Dania Easley, Kamaya Edwards, Juliana Elfalon, Jaslyn Elliott, Kara Finlander, Cicely Farrell. Be your authentic self, whatever pose you want to give. Mm-hmm. Yes, honey, yes, yes. I love that confidence. Our next group, Ava Gar, Anaya Gerard, Chastity Garrett, Amari Griffin, Caden Griffin, Corey Griffith, Cassidy Hall, and Cameron Hayden. Kaylin Henry, Dana Hernandez Zanuga, Devin Hill, Miracle Hines, Jakaylin Hines Thompson, Rakaya Hinkle, Ariel Hogue. Kaylee Hogue, Taraya Holt, Jakaya Howard, Aaron Hunter, Cameron Eisenberg, Khalil Jackson, Khadijah Jite. Come on down. There you go. Okay, show us what you're working. That's what I'm talking about right there. Put that crown up, girl. Crowns up. And mask up. Ayana James, Esther Jessica, Camila Jimenez Barrera, Chase Jones, Desiree Jones, Alea Judkins, Noel Kabanga. Congratulations, Sarah. You may notice that some of them chose to wear their gym community colors. So if they're wearing red, they're part of the gym community of collaboration. If they wore purple, they're in my gym community, resilience. If they wore yellow, they are part of the gym community of originality. If they wore green, they are part of willingness. And the group that shares the narratives and tells you their story and understands the story of others, narrative. Tamaya Lee, Zakiah Lee, Zariah Lee, JC Leslie, Romaya Lewis, Sherrill Lewis, Adriana Long, Olivia Long, Riley Lowe. Are you collaboration? Okay. I see you, resilience. I see you. Marion Lucas, Hazel Major, Tiana Matanovich, Kaya Mayberry, Lucy McCollin, Kendall McLean, Christian McCracken, Layla Menez. Show up, show out. What you working with? Let me see. You in front of that phone camera every day. Echo Miller, Quasar Muhammad, Caitlin Hernandez, Kylie Montgomery, Brazil Newton, Malaya Palmer, Aminata Pam, Kim Pham, Chanel Pleasant. crowns up. Congratulations, Jim. Michaela Price, Ayana Proctor-Miller, Barza Ramsey, Tinsley Randall, Kai Robertson, Sarah Garcia, Serenity Shirley, Denasia Slack, Addison Smith. Congratulations, Sarah. I see originality, I see collaboration, I see willingness colors, I see resilience, okay. Jada Smith, Samaya Stevens, Jada Stevenson, Aaron Stewart, Malaya Stroud, Jariah Sullivan, Durianis Aguiar, Zakira Thomas, and Leah Thompson. Okay. All right. Khadijah Torre, Legacy Tribute, Madeline Travis, Zanaya Turner, Madison Van Cleve, Carla Ayala, Rachel Velasquez, Del Rosario, and London Walton. Come on over, baby. There's a lot of them. There you go. Okay, purple hair. I see you. I like it. Crowns up. Nia Watts, Sanaya Weaver, Kyler Williams, Aaron Wilson, Nevaeh Wilson, Felicia Winburn, Peyton Woodford, Ari Wardlow, Kanaya Wright, and Dana Reyes. Give them a big round of applause. We are so very proud of you, Gems. Each of our students is familiar with our student promise. Please welcome Kaylee Gravette to the stage to lead our Gems in reciting the student promise. Kaylee was sitting in the same seat you were sitting in last year. She's in 7th grade now. All right, Kaylee.
I am a brilliant gem. I am destined for greatness. My potential is limitless. I am encouraged by my sisterhood My education is my right to succeed. I know my worth. I am one of the gems at the Grace James Academy of Excellence.
Thank you, Kaylee. That was wonderful. Can I tell you how much I love this promise? I'm like, yes, I know my worth. Limitless possibilities. I'm destined for greatness. I told them when they become adults and they have those moments where they have self-doubt, they'll just repeat the student promise in their head to remind them of who they are and whose they are. Our open house is September? Yeah, it's on the parent Google facing calendar. It didn't make it to my script. Raise your hand if you are already in the Grace James parent Google site, website. You have access to the Google site. Okay, I'm not talking to students, I'm talking to parents. That's everything Grace James is right there. And you all have access to it. It is not accessible to anyone outside of Grace James families. Please be sure you have signed up for School Messenger. This is the quickest way for you to receive very important updates from our school via text message or email. Lastly, our students are about to recess from this room. They'll be taking the stairs down and we'll meet you down in the lobby where you can take photos in front of our backdrop before departing. Please keep your mask on at all times while inside the building. After our girls leave the room, we ask that you head downstairs as quickly as possible using the stairs or the elevators. Parents, this is your opportunity to model following directions. I know how we can be. Look. Where y'all going? Kids first. We are going to model for our kids following directions, parents. Jim, who gets to leave first? Us. Where are your parents going to meet you? I know they raised you to follow directions, so I know they're going to be able to model that for you all. Correct? Okay. Families of the Crown, we need you to put your daughter's name inside their lab coats. Our lost and found just grows every day. Between the 5 jackets that you brought her for the fall and the 4 jackets you got her in the wintertime. Put their names inside of their clothing, especially their lab coat. Because if they lose it and their name's not in it, then we don't know if it's theirs or not. Okay, so please put their names inside the lab coat and any other belongings that you really want them to bring back home one day. Thank you for being here. Your support of our students means everything. Girls, crowns up. Please follow our staff's directions as you head out of this room. Thank you, parents, for being seated. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, Miss Ella.